So, hello guys, my name is Aditya, and I am founder of Owster Labs. What you are seeing right now on screen is something which I'm a bit proud of. I am a huge fan of Napoleon Bonaparte, Roman Empire, like most of you do. But like most of people, I am afraid of maths. I am very, very afraid of maths. I hate maths more like anything, and for some reason, I just don't like it. But when it comes to games, when it comes to strategy, where you have to think, like what you have to do means how you are going to move your forces, how you are up against enemy, which is way more powerful than you. At that moment, my mind goes like berserk. It's like, okay, I need to solve this. I need to solve this. And to be honest, when maths is all about solving equations on the board, doing your homework, or just learning it to pass exams, for me personally, I hated it. But when it comes to either work on an aircraft, just the design part, or think about a strategy where you are going to defeat your enemy, it's about different thing. Means at that point I can just go and sit and read and do the things. If you can ask me that, okay, you have 1,000 troops, 10,000 troops, how you are going to feed them, you have this amount of food. At that moment, suddenly maths started to make sense to me because I, for a change, love action. And if an educational subject is being used by me for solving certain equations, I love it. So on your screen, what you can see is some animation. Of course, it's an animation. So the blue side one, they are the Romans, basically protecting their fortified city. But they have a river crossing, and three forts. So forts are basically like bridges. They are not that good. They are just like narrow path, which can be used to cross the bridge. And on the upper side, aka the northern side, we have Huns. So Huns, in the most easiest of way, they are the people who live on steppe, means on the grassland. They have phenomenal cavalry because after they are born, they are trained with horses. They are a fantastic cavalry. So in this simulation, as you can see, the question was that you have to protect your fortified city. At most, you have infantry, some cavalry, only small number, and some auxiliary forces. Compared to you, the enemy, the Huns, they have cavalry, horse archer, and lancers. Of course, the most mobile force, the best of best. How will you defend your city? Now, this is something strange because this is a tough challenge. So, what you are seeing is it's the animation which we have run, which we have calculated for, and the results are traceable because we have let it run through a maths engine. So this is my own strategy playing in the real life, as you can see on your screen, that Romans are fighting with Huns. Huns have separated their forces. They are attacking at one side and then pushing on one side. And this animation is all about showing what you have thought and how it will play out to the world. Why I needed this, to be honest? Because I love it. I love it. I think it's been 15th time when I'm seeing this animation by myself. Again, I love it when things play in real life and you can see how your decision is affecting the outcome. And that's, my friend, is the whole truth about the ancient warfares or even modern warfares because you have to decide for certain things, you have to anticipate the enemy movement, and then you have to implement your learning in the situation, and then you have to pray to God, oh, God Almighty, help me to win this situation. Ouster Labs, it's not your typical maths classes or a session where you are coming, you are talking to people, and then you are saying to them, okay, uh, no, you just can't, you just don't come on board, you just don't start coding, you just don't start solving problem. Okay, I know these things are necessary to pass the exam and to score the best. But Ouster Labs, it's more about implementing your thinking and see how things are going to play out in virtual world at least. According to me and according to science, as you know, implementation is the true method or the best method for me at least, where you can see how your learning is going to impact the outer world, and then your mind can retain the information at much better rate. For me, this is all about Owster Labs. I want to create a platform where people can come, people do some mission session, they can solve things, they can put up their best solution, and then they can check it. And after they see how's their strategies playing out, they will like it. They will learn more. They will learn how you calculate the speed, how you can anticipate certain things, how certain things are being used, like trigonometry can be used perfectly well for aiming to shoot your arrow to the longest distance, air, air resistance, even the formula formula for pressure, why small blocks of unit is good to break through the enemy ranks rather than spread out attack, because pressure equals to force upon area. So things like that works. And this is the Ouster Labs to all of you guys. Ouster Labs, as I repeated often again and again and again, is inspired from the Battle of Austerlitz, where Napoleon legit defeated his foes in one of the best way, because he anticipated nearly every move which Prussians are going to make. And honestly, they did. They did make the mistake of attacking the Present Heights, and then he flanked them, cut them off from the main army, and just destroyed them. But that's the part of history which we are talking about. And this is Ouster Labs, guys. Ouster Labs is this, taking on the scenario from the history or the modern situation, solve them using your own knowledge, do your best, compare your result against the enemy AI, and just learn. And after that, watch it in full HD, or I won't say 4K, and then learn how your strategies turned out and how good you were before the second anime attacks happen. So with it, this is my first very informal vlog, and it's good. And in this scenario, just as the enemy is going to push hard for the fourth one because it's undefended, and they are going for the last push. As you can see, the archers are coming down, and the cavalry and the remaining reserve units are rushing towards Fort 1 to defend it. Because Fort 2 and Fort 3 are well defended thanks to the fortifications made by engineers. And my whole plan was to leave Fort 1 open without any engineering work, because we have a hill, higher ground, where we have placed our archers. Plus, with the cavalry and the reserve forces somewhat leftish center so that they can reach Fort 1 quick. So it was like an open trap for them. Fort 2 and Fort 3 already have temporary fort to defend them. And Fort 1 is the place where all of the massive action will take place. So yeah, as this video is going to end, we are going to repel the attack, the final attack at Fort 1, and hopefully we win this day. So thank you. Bye bye.